I know.
Quarterbacks. You also mentioned a change there. The Broncos not in the market. They have Drew Lock, going to be a second-year player. But it was nice of you to work in a little bit of what I call major news here, this close to the draft, with that position at quarterback. So just to let everybody know what you're up to, and then you can explain your reasoning behind it. In your
Right.
initial list, at number 4, you had Tua Tagovailoa, which was as low as anybody has had Tua that I've read
Sure.
about. And you
Right.
had Jordan Love at number 3. You flip them, so now Love is dropped to 4, and Tua is at 3. What's behind that move right there?
Yeah, well, again, here's the thing, and of course, I'm trying to watch a lot of guys, a lot of different positions, right? So, did my due diligence on these guys. I believe I stated when we did the podcast and originally that hey, this was very close to me with Tua and Jordan Love. And full transparency, I'm not going to lie. I mean, my dad played a big part of this. He really did, Paul.
What
This
did
is
he
what
say?
dads are.
What did he say to
Well,
you?
he was just, he gave me one of those, Christopher. I mean, I like Jordan Love. I see what you see, but I don't know if you're grading this fair. I think I think you love what Jordan Love could be. And when he said that to me, I went, because this is something you got to be careful about anytime you're scouting, because you can fall in love with a player, see a certain aspect of them, and go, ooh, he could be this or he could be that. Okay, but could be is different than he is that at this point. And, my dad, he kind of challenged me. He goes, hey, you need to go back and watch the film again. You need to watch a few games, watch a few more cut ups, things like that. And I think his point was that it was, and he's right. The Jordan Love is just a hair too raw and inconsistent at times. And I said that in my evaluation. I love Jordan Love's top end talent, like I've told you.
Right,
I think he has a
right.
chance to be if things go right and he gets in the right spot and everything, he could be a superstar. I really do believe that. But there's also just too much inconsistency in decision making, too much inconsistency even in the throwing. I mean, his good throws are off the charts good, but he could throw 10 out routes, Paul, and you could see 6 different throws with those 10 out routes. And I think that started to bother me too. Now, again, I'm a believer that I think if he gets into the NFL and gets a coach and somebody staying on him with his technique, I think that's where I went with it a little too far too, where I said, oh, if he gets an NFL, people will fix this and he'll throw strikes
Right,
every time. Yeah, I'm
right.
putting the egg before the chicken or the chicken before the egg a little bit there before. Tua's certainly more consistent. I understand Tua has talent. It's not a big time arm. It's great feet. But I think it's just about playing the decision, accuracy of throwing, and consistency. I think ultimately that is going to make me flip flop Tua and Jordan Love.
You don't need a pass from me, but I'm gonna give you my understanding on the Jordan Love thing, because at this position and how you and I watch that and how much we can fall in love with emotion and a talent and the way a ball comes out, you step away for a day or two of watching him, and it's easy to be very, very impressed. So you're dialing that back a little bit. But I want to ask you about Tua, because I have notes here from listening to you talk about Tua, and even though it makes sense why you've backed off of Jordan, even though just a little bit, like for example, something you said about Tua, you worry about how he throws with power when people are around him and when there's chaos in the pocket. So what about that concern, even though you have moved him ahead of Jordan Love?
Yeah, well, this is why. Yeah, I still have that concern about Tua. That's not going away. I mean, to me, that's one of the more big negatives of his game, in my opinion, and that's why again, I don't think he's in the class of Herbert and Burrow in front of them. I think they're a
That was
notch
my next
ahead.
question. Yeah,
They are,
yeah.
yeah. I think they're. To me, Paul, I look at Herbert and Burrow as the only 2 quarterbacks that are top 10 picks. For me,
Okay.
after that, I would say Tua should go anywhere from 15 to 32, and Jordan Love can go anywhere from 20 to 40. Right? If I think it's really how I would look at it that way. But that is a concern for me with Tua. Yes, Tua. The one thing that scares me is, can he make more with less? I see
Right.
Jordan Love at times when the play's broken down or people are in his
Because he
face or
had to.
nobody's
Yeah.
open. Yeah, he'll make a throw where you go, damn, nobody was
Right.
open, and he still got a 20-yard completion out of it. That's unbelievable.
Right.
With Tua, yes, the vice versa there is when he has people around him, and I see a Jerry Judy or a Henry Ruggs going down the middle, and I go, oh, he's open, but he's going to have to make an awkward throw or somebody's in his face. He almost never completes it. I mean, almost never. And so those to me are NFL type throws. But I think
Hmm.
within that too, like I told you with the inconsistencies with Love, I can watch 10 out routes with Love and see him go, 6 for 10. And in those six completions, throw a variety of different balls where you just go, why? Just throw a laser in there and hit him in the chest. Tua
Right.
does not miss those opportunities. He's a machine that way. So,
Yep.
I think that's ultimately it's a cleaner game. I don't think Tua's ceiling is nearly as high as Jordan Love. I don't, but he certainly plays the position better right now and has talent. I don't want anybody to
Right.
think I'm not trying to say that. This is a talented kid. I just have my concerns with the size, lack of big time NFL throws, and of course the injury history because like I said,
Hmm.
you can watch almost any game and go, ooh, oh, he's gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna hurt
Yeah.
his ankle. Oh, he's gonna hurt his knee. I mean, it's a
Hmm.
lot, and that's scary to me for a guy with his playing style.
And after listening to the one podcast that you did that was strictly about the quarterbacks, I had in my follow up notes push Chris to go ahead and make the flip flop from 3 and 4 right now. And I thought your flip was going to be that Jordan Love was going to go ahead of Justin Herbert. That's how much I thought you liked him based off your initial analysis. So I'm scratching
I
off
know.
that follow up question, and I'll think of something
Well,
different.
but that shows you though, and it shows me, and this is where I got to be careful. I mean, you can fall into this in any position where, yeah, I saw some things that I really loved from Jordan Love, and I ran with it, and I just went,
Right.
oh my gosh, this guy could be Aaron Rodgers. Okay, but he's not Aaron Rodgers yet. And Aaron Rodgers was not that inconsistent in college and didn't do some of the things and throw the interceptions that a Jordan Love did throw and have some of the
Hmm.
incompletions where you just go, what the hell is that? So I think that's why. I mean, yes, I mean, I've seen him make some throws that nobody else in this draft can make. There's no doubt
Right.
about that. But I've also seen him miss some throws where I go, ooh, the top 6 or 7 quarterbacks in the draft would be more consistent with that than you are. So those are just
Right.
little things he's got to clean up. And you got to, of course, take the aspect of he doesn't have a lot of talent around him there at Utah State. And their offense
Yeah.
is horrendous. I mean, it's horrible. It's painful to
Right.
watch at
Yeah.
times, which is going to
Yeah.
make things look ugly at times too.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.